am so sorry. I'm on my way.
What's going on, Liv?
I have to go.
Law & Order SVU Captain Olivia Benson is picking up the pieces of the wreckage of her unsolved missing girl case in this week's episode, as the rest of the SVU confronts everything they thought they knew about victims and victim bias.
I'm the rapist.
I know we're only 3 episodes into season 25, but I thought this was the best one so far, so let's talk about it. I'm Anna Rimmer, and this is Pop Culture Social Call. We kicked off this week's SVU meeting Dr. Ray Goldberg. He is a normal dermatologist with a so-so marriage, a nice house, and a guy's night with his buddy that just got canceled. No worries again, Ray's a nice normal guy. He decides to just go out himself and try to make friends with some random dudes. Next thing he knows, he's waking up in some sketchy deserted house miles away in just his underwear. Meanwhile, at the SVU, a woman named Tess walks in to report a sexual assault, but she says she's not the victim, she's the rapist.
I wasn't raped. I'm the rapist.
Now, Benson is admittedly thrown for a loop as Tess tells her that she assaulted Ray. She was working as an escort and was hired to come to the house by 2 young guys she serviced, and then they held a gun to her head and made her have sex with Ray too, even though he was basically passed out. And Benson points out that despite her confession, Tess is a victim too.
Tess, you didn't rape anyone. You were raped.
The SVU needs to find Ray, obviously, but Benson gets a phone call that chills her to her bones from the mom of Maddie. You know, the girl who Benson saw get abducted in the season premiere?
And then I'll have no family and nobody. I'll be all alone.
Turns out Maddie's dad tried to kill himself in their daughter's bedroom, and Benson is devastated she hasn't been able to bring home Maddie for this family yet. Now, luckily, Maddie's dad is going to be okay. His wife found him in time, but I just know Benson is hurting after this. Meanwhile, the rest of the SVU is struggling to help Ray because while they find him, he says he doesn't want to press charges or even share any details because he doesn't want his wife to find out. Plus, those guys drugged him at the club, so he really doesn't remember anything anyways. Ray only comes around when the cops tell him that Tess confessed to assaulting him and that she could be in big trouble if he doesn't help find the guy who pulled a gun on her.
What can I do?
Help us find the guys with the gun.
It'll prove her story and get her off the hook with our DA.
Using receipts from the club, the cops find the 2 guys, Duvall and Reese, but they're denying all knowledge of a gun. They're trying to pin everything on Ray. Now, Ray might be a mild-mannered dermatologist, but he's not letting them get away with that. He agrees to go undercover with a wire, and he gets the guys to admit they used a starter pistol to trick Tess into thinking they had a gun. And he manages to kind of get his groove back with his wife, too, after she almost blows that whole operation.
Denise, we're sleeping in the same bed tonight.
With Duvall and Reese taking a plea, it's time for everyone to heal, including Benson. When we check back on her, she's returning to therapy, and ICU compass necklace, a crossover episode win. Now that's what we really need to get the season going. What'd you think of this week's episode? I thought it was very interesting. I thought Ray was a super compelling character, so let me know in the comments what you thought. Like and subscribe while you're there, and head over to popculture.com for the latest in entertainment news. Until next time, I'm Anna Rimmer, and this is Pop Culture Social Call.